What's going on, chicken friends? It's Donna Little from the Coop Scoop, and you might be able to tell it is a rainy, dreary day outside. And I thought, let me just sit on the porch and make a video because I have had people ask me, my opinion on some of the breeds that I have, and I've made a breed video for each breed of chickens that I have, and I have it in a playlist. But what was the reason that I chose, the ones that I have? And part of the reason was I love to have a mixed flock. I love to be able to tell my chickens apart by just looking at them. And while I do have, like I've got two Sapphire Gems and I have two Golden Comets and I've got two Jersey Giants and two Lavender Orpingtons, there's still enough of a difference in them that I can look at them and tell, which one is which. Sometimes it takes me a second, but I chose the breeds of chickens that I wanted or that I have for specific reasons. But one of the main reasons is I wanted to know that they would be at least fairly easygoing so that I could have this mixed flock and I wouldn't have really big bullies and some that were like super, super meek. And so I wanted everybody to be able to, coexist peacefully. So I tried to get breeds of chickens that were as peaceful as possible. And, there are definitely some breeds that are just more known to be assertive and bossy and bullies than other breeds. I do have a couple of breeds that I might not add again to a future flock, but I'm going to give you guys my list in order of most friendly to most unfriendly. And I would have to say my number one breed that I would suggest anybody get is an Orpington. And I've got 4 Orpingtons now. I have 3 that are adults, one that's still a pullet. All 4 of them are absolutely wonderful. I have literally nothing bad to say about Orpingtons. They're gorgeous to look at. And as far as their demeanor, they're so calm and they're so easygoing. And my 3 hens, I would have to say, are honestly kind of right up there at the top of the pecking order, but not in a bad way. They can literally just look at the other hens and they go like, okay, they don't do anything. It's very rare that one of my Orpingtons will even peck at another chicken. And sometimes that's just if it's one of the younger ones, they might, go like, I don't want you near me while I'm dust bathing or something like that. But they are just the most gentle, beautiful birds. Absolutely. Highly recommend them. I would have to say also that my Miss Maisie's up here with me, so I'm having to keep an eye on her. She looks like she's going to jump on the coffee table any second now. But my next breed that I would say is probably the most gentle and docile that I would recommend to anybody are my Brahmas. And with any breed of chicken, there's going to be the odd man out, I guess. There's going to be, I actually watched a video not too long ago, and the lady was saying my absolute favorite chickens and breeds of chickens that I would never get again. And she almost named like half the chickens that I have. And I totally disagreed with her because I have a completely different experience. But my Brahmas are the epitome of the gentle giant. I mean, they are. Zadie is my light Brahma. She is always the first that I'm going to put in with new pullets to let them start to meet each other. From the first night that I have 8 5-month-old pullets right now. And when I first got them fully integrated, she's the only one that I allow to sleep on their roost. She went up there the first night. She's never caused a problem. I would say Ella, my dark Brahma, can be a little bit bossy with a few of the other hens, but she's never bad. But they are absolutely, I feel like a breed of chicken you could put with any other breed of chicken. So I would highly recommend them. My probably third choice would be an Easter egger. And I feel like people are going to have maybe very different experiences with those. And I only say that because they're not actually a breed. It's a different mix of breeds. So you might get one that's bred with a chicken that is a more of a dominant type. But my Easter egger is an angel. I mean, she is wonderful with all the other chickens, and she's also very, very quiet. So she doesn't make a lot of noise. She just gets along well with everybody and is super, super gentle. So I would put her at maybe, I have my list here in front of me so I don't forget anybody. So I would rank her number 3 as far as like recommending to have in a mixed flock. And my next might be a little not controversial, but might be disputed by some, but it's my Morans. Some people say Moran, whatever, I say Moran. But I have 2 hens, and then I've got 3 pullets. So obviously, I love this breed. I have no problem with mine. I have seen people, though, in videos and even in my comments say that they have had problems with theirs, feather picking on their other chickens and, you know, just being bullies and stuff. I have not had that experience with mine yet. Like I said, my pullets are only 5 months old. I don't know what they're going to grow up once they mature and what their personality will develop into. But if you watch my channel, you know exactly who Charlotte is. What you see is just her personality. I mean, she is just an angel. So never have a problem with her. Caroline can be a little more assertive with the other hens, but she's also wonderful with everybody. If there's a snack involved and somebody's kind of really close to her, sometimes she'll give them a quick peck, but she's not one that's going to chase another chicken down or anything. So I think if you want a mixed flock, the breeds that I have mentioned so far, and for me, it's another bonus, and this is probably the case with a lot of breeds, you have a wide variety of colors you can choose from. I've got, like I said, the 4 Orpingtons, and one is a chocolate Orpington, 2 are lavender Orpingtons, and then one's a Jubilee. So they all look different, and they're just beautiful birds. So, you know, that's also the case with the Easter eggers. That's also the case with the Brahmas. You know, they come in different colors. I have the 3 recognized colors. As far as the Morans, all 5 of mine are a different color. So, but as far as just how gentle they are and sweet and loving, and they're great with us as well as the other chickens, I would rank them probably number 4. And then I have the Cochin, and I'm telling you, Lindy and now little Miss Winnie, they are wonderful. They're so gentle, and they're so just sweet, very sweet personality. The only time I ever see Lindy get bossy with anybody is when she's broody, and yes, she does go broody. I'm sure Winnie's going to be the same way. So if you are not wanting to ever allow a chicken to hatch eggs, you might not want the breed, but I'm not going to be able to hatch eggs here because we don't have a rooster, but I don't care. I just love them because they are so gorgeous. And also another chicken that comes in a zillion different colors. So you could have, you know, probably 10 of them and they could all look completely different. But I love, you know, if you watch the channel, you know who Lindy is, and now you're getting to know who Winnie is. Those 2 are absolute little angels. So I would definitely recommend them for a mixed flock. And then my Jersey Giant. I mean, I know I'm a little biased. I don't have anything bad to say about most of the breeds that I have. My Jersey Giant is wonderful. She can be, at times, she's no different than, I would say, my Black Copper Moran Caroline. Like, if somebody's closer than she wants them to be and they're having a snack or something, you know, they're having something that's one of their favorites, yeah, she'll give them a peck, you know, to get out of the way. But she is the epitome of the gentle giant also. And Pearl, who is my 5-month-old pullet, and like I said, I like to be able to like just look and tell a difference in who's who when they're out in the yard. I know my Jersey Giants are probably going to look almost identical. I love having Opal so much that I had to get another one. So I'll probably not be able to tell them apart when she gets to her full size, but they are all around absolutely wonderful. So as far as the mixed flock, even though they're going to be big girls or big guys, and I know I refer to hens a lot or pullets. We're not allowed to have roosters where I'm at, so I can't speak for any of the personalities of any of these breeds as far as the roos go. So I'm only talking about hens and pullets, but they are both very, very sweet and wonderful in a mixed flock. And then I have one Barnevelder, and I will say she is an angel. She's sweet with me. She loves a little alone time with me. She's fantastic, but she's very, very meek. So from my experience with Barnevelder, I wouldn't put one with really, really assertive hens. I imagine she could get very, very bullied. And I do have a few. She knows who to avoid, I guess, especially on the roost where most of the bullying happens. But she is not only an absolutely beautiful bird, but her personality is absolutely wonderful. So I would put those with any other, very docile, sweet breeds of chickens. My Sapphire Gems. Now, Maisie is one of my Sapphire Gems. She's standing there right now staring at me because she loves to be on the porch. They are they're like the perfect breed. I mean, they're beautiful. They are great with the other chickens. My two are very different in their personality. Like Cora can be a little bit assertive. Maisie, who is actually my smallest hen, maybe she has Napoleon syndrome. I don't know, but she's definitely very much a bully on the roost bar. I don't know what it is. Like there's so much space on that roost bar, but she likes to own her space. So it's kind of a toss-up. I mean, she can be a little bit of a bully, but not just generally. She's great in the whole scheme of things with the rest of them. My experience so far with my Bielefelder, which is Miss Lola May, and she's only 5 months old, is they're a wonderful breed. She is very calm. She's very quiet so far. And maybe you guys have adult Bielefelders, you can tell me what they're like, when they become adults. But she is precious. I feel like she's going to fit in any situation. I've not seen her, even we're kind of coming into maturity right now at the age they are. I'm not seeing her bully anybody at all or try to. She's just very sweet. When they get up on the roost bar at night, she sits on the edge. So it's almost like she just kind of wants to be left alone, to do her thing. And she's going to be a big girl. Clearly, you can see a little theme here. I love a big chicken. Now, my Wyandottes, these, I've made a video with, like I said, each breed of chicken that I have, except for the Bielefelder and the Olive Egger that I have. And I don't have enough experience with them to give an opinion really yet, because they're only 5 months old. But my Wyandottes, all you can do is research, and I think they're absolutely beautiful. And they also, everything that I've read is they're wonderful in a mixed flock, and or they're just wonderful birds in general, and they get along well with others. Mine don't. That is my experience. They're both very, very, they can be very aggressive. So it is definitely probably the one breed I won't get again. And I would love to, because I think they're absolutely gorgeous, but and maybe I would have a completely different experience. And that's kind of the thing, is you can watch this video and go, I want all of those, and then end up having a completely different experience than I have. But I also have two golden comets. Hazel, who loves nothing more in life than to beat me up, but she's wonderful with the flock. And then I have Ruby, who's sweet as can be with me, but she's a big bully also. And she's one that will, actually chase after another chicken, like she wants them to know she actually really, really wants them to get away from her. So she can be a bit of a bully. Everybody kind of knows that though, so they stay, they steer clear, give her space. But I had also heard that golden comments were wonderful with everybody else. So my experience with one of them is that that's the case, and the other one that that's not the case. And then I have absolutely adorable little Fern, my 5-month-old olive egger. And I wanted to try one of those out. I love having the colorful basket of eggs, and because like I get, light blue eggs from my Easter egger, and I get the dark brown eggs from some of my Morans, and just all the different color variations of like my Barnevelder lays darker brown eggs with beautiful speckles on them. So, I love having that basket of different colored eggs. My little olive egger is 5 months old. She's a little bit of a bully already. And, everything I read about them was how sweet they are. Now, she is sweet, but I can already see it. So maybe she'll get put in her place. I don't know. But I do see her, if she decides that she kind of gets into it with one of the pullets. Now, she's not challenged any of the hens yet, but she will chase them and just kind of keep chasing them. Like she doesn't let it go. So I do see that out of her. Somebody must be getting pecked on out there a little bit. But, right, but she is a sweet girl, so I don't think that I'll have a problem with her. But I did choose the breeds that I have mostly because, and a lot of the breeds that I haven't had before. When we had chickens before, we mostly just stuck with Rhode Island Reds and Australorps, and I had some barnyard mixes and that sort of thing. But I didn't know a lot about the personality other than from some experience with my sister-in-law's chickens and from what I've read online. So I had to just sort of go with that and videos that I've watched. So it's always definitely a live and learn sort of thing. But the breeds that I have right now, I'm so happy with. And like I said, really right now, Wyandottes are probably the only ones that I won't get again. And I may or may not get golden comments or Rhode Island Reds again either. My experience with them in the past was that they could be pretty assertive also, and that they weren't necessarily that great with other chickens. A lot of mine could be bullies when I had them in the past. So, but the breeds that I have, I feel like I chose really well. And, so not only are they absolutely gorgeous chickens, but they are great with me, with my husband, and they're great with each other. So that's kind of the flock that I wanted to create, was, just this peaceful coexistence. And for the most part, I think my goal has been accomplished. So that is my list from number 1 sweetest to number, I think, 12. I think that's how many breeds I have, to maybe like I've put Fern down there at the bottom of the list, but it's only because she's still so young, and I'm already seeing that assertiveness to where she will, kind of chase somebody off, and she doesn't let it go. She just keeps chasing them. So I'm going to put her at the bottom of the list right now. She might not deserve that, but we'll see. But I hope you guys are enjoying our content. And if you are, stick around, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Have a fantastic day. I hope if you're wanting rain, you're getting it. And if you're not, then you have a beautiful sunny day. I'll see you guys in the next video.